any activity with some objective behind it. So first focus that objective itself. What is its nature? Whether that nature of the objective is going to benefit others, that should be the first focus. Of course, we will be benefited by that only if you think it's going to benefit others. Only benefiting us, it is not going to bring sustained peace within us. All we aspire for peace and ecstasy, and that's possible only if you perform every action with an objective that it is for the good of others. So for that only, Swamiji said these things. All the resources that we have by way of your body, physical health, or mind, material, consciousness, power, and fame, what good I can do for others. That itself will take you in a very simple formula, will take us in the path of good, and you will always enjoy always good health and a good mind. So here, the intensity of the life force and the mind, which has to support the body, and all the three should work as a synchronized unit, and for which all the practices are given. Just to summarize quickly what we are supposed to follow in our life as a guidance from Swamiji. See, we all have come to this world from our parents, so we all have the duty to salute them every day. As a startup of the day, we have to salute them. We don't have that age or qualification to bless them. So we seek blessing from them by way of saluting. Then we have to salute the Guru, the Guru who is a Guru, who removes the darkness from us. What is the darkness? It's the illusions, emotions, ignorance, etc. So that's nothing but our ego in us should be transformed. So all our influence of sins have to be obliterated, and the illusion again to be, or the Maya to be removed completely or transformed. So for which we need that particular type of guide in our life. That Guru can only, that qualitative Guru can only transform us. There are so many Gurus available according to our thought we invoke, and we get that kind of guide in our life. And we also know what is the result of that in our life. But today, we have a Guru who is holistic in nature, and we are in the path. So invoke and seek his saluting. Blessings by way of saluting his Guru has really given birth for our consciousness. Our parents gave birth for the physical body, but the birth of consciousness, to develop it, to grow it, and to become completed, we have our spiritual Guru, Vedatri Maharishi, and be in tune with him all the time. Then we have to necessarily bless the leaders of the nations. As said before, the leaders of nations are very important, and we are living in that society, and all our livelihood is based on the ruling by the people. So let us bless. And to say this, all we have the right only to bless, not to curse. Why we say the curse, the very moment it destroys the self from where it originates. So will you knowingly destruct yourself? No. So what is the alternative? The only alternative and only thing that we are supposed to perform in life is to bless, bless, bless. Blessings can transform the self as well as every others. And then we have to salute and the Almighty. How is it possible? We already explained in a simple way. Just focus on your action. You are saluting the Almighty. So the result of every action manifests as the Almighty. Then we have to conduct our life in a moderation, which is called limit and method. So activities or actions that we set first is the activities of the mind is thought, word, deed. That really puts it in the needy actions. Number one is the food, two, the work, three, the rest, four, the sexual the exchange, that is the sex, and the thought. In all these five, we have to focus or observe, limit, and method. That is one word called moderation. So that all moderation or limited method that should be performed only on need. Then, while we perform that, is it so easy to do? No. Vedantrium provides all the possibilities to manifest by way of the meticulous practices like physical exercises. That puts you in the first place to the 75% in our lifestyle to bring this culture of being with a particular action when you are doing it. Of course, I said we are doing it in our job front, but make it not as a selective one, as a holistic one, all walks of life. Physical exercise comes first. If you perform physical exercise, as we teach in our organization, the simplified one, that completes everything. The more important thing in the physical exercise, the transformation of our animal instinct, which we have been carrying on from time immemorial, that gets transformed from each and every cell. That's a great boon to humankind. And that paves way for we to realize the life force when it was taught to us or made to focus by the guide or guru. Then the work, the rest or sex also have to follow the same way with respect to practices like introspection, and then Kayakalpa. Then coming to thought, it's particularly with the introspection techniques, we can moralize your desires, you can analyze your thought, and you can remove some anger emotions completely and completely eradicate your worries, which paves way for us to realize who we are, and that practice have got to go on, for which we have to maintain the limit and method. In fact, limit and method, what it says is the quality of renunciation. Renunciation has been a misconcept in many places. It is a very simple way explained by Swamiji, is nothing but maintaining moderation in these five walks of activities of life is what renunciation. Renunciation is paved the way for you or for us to make the consciousness to blossom, and in every action, the consciousness is focusedly applied there. So that is what is we really require to lead a harmonious life. And then if you see the our existence means we are all drawn from a woman only. So women give birth. And the Almighty has placed a chosen woman as the species to provide birth. So such a great people and special people ought to be respected. To what extent we respect, we will have calmness within us. So there are a lot to discuss about this maybe in future sessions or by through other teachers. We will come to know the greatness of women should be respected in all walks of life. And to keep a calm mind, we have to meditate, and to have a streamlined thoughts and good characters, so sublimate out ourselves from the bad temperaments, we have to do introspection. And this meditation introspection forms like two wings of a bird. We cannot go and ask which wing is important for you, left or right. So a bird cannot fly with one wing, you all know. So it is as important as that meditation and the introspection. And we have to have some percentage of money to as charity to the society, and we have to perform every duty in our life. There are 5 duties, you all know. One is the duty towards the self, duty towards the family, duty towards the society, duty towards the country, and duty towards the world. And believe me, Vedantrium is the only system that provides you a way for you to perform every duty, as now mentioned, the 5, and that too without affecting one by the other. Then we have to take others also along with us. Though we have been enlightened, we conduct our life, and make sure in your life you find some time that you will also take some along with you in the path of enlightenment. How you got it, will be transferred to them. So these are some simple things that I could share with you from Vedatriyam that gives you the ability and the quality to focus on the action that we perform. So always be with the work that we do and be with it however long time. That will give you the the quality of your action that you would otherwise do in other places. So when you're doing one thing, please don't bring any other thing into your mind. People say multitask. Multitask, yes, of course, but if you just exaggerate, magnify it with a magnifying lens, for example, if you have any option to see your multitask, it is again a specific task only the mind goes through. It only jumps quickly, that they say multitask. So what time you are spending on one particular task so focusedly. It's the same thing like you see the sun, energy is completely available everywhere. It is scattered. But what we can do, suppose an experiment we have done in our childhood, we take a magnifying lens and then you keep a paper underneath and you focus it so nicely and bring all solar energy through the lens. When you focus it on the paper, can burn. That is the intensity of the sun, the rays and energy. So the same thing is our mind. So our mind is, when it is used on like the so-called multitask, whatever it is not so, but it is scattered. But the same energy, if you could harness it completely, as through the magnifying lens, you focus on one activity, you will perform it no time, but in good quality, and so long as the objective is maintained properly. So with these few words, I would like to conclude my today's session. I thank every team from Qatar, especially Mr. Professor Muthu, Combination and Qatar team for providing me this rare opportunity to be with Vedatriyam. And this technology has taken Vedatriyam to leaps and bounds in the world, and there are others from the part of the other countries also listening. Hope I could able to convey you something. I wish you all, and please be with Vedatriyam. Let Vedatriyam be our breath, and sure, there's nothing else we need. Sure, it will elevate us to the highest consciousness, and we become complete in consciousness, and that is our purpose of life. Thank you once again. Be blessed by the divine power. Be blessed by the divine power. Be blessed by the divine power. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, peace.
Thank you, sir. We will now open up for the questions. Please raise your hand so that I can unmute you to ask questions regarding the subject so that Professor Sekar can explain and answer your questions. Okay, Ayyapan, you can unmute and ask. Can you please unmute? Ayyapan, you need to unmute from your device. Yeah, you are now.
This is Ayyapan from Qatar.
Yes, Mr. Ayyapan.
This is Vazhavalamudan. Sekar, your speech is excellent. The topic of the Almighty is the profession, like thought, word, deeds is our profession is excellent. Today is Balachandra birthday. For that, I convey my hearty wishes to Balachandra.
Great.
I have two questions.
Yes.
One is this about silence program. Shall we do silence while walking? That is my first question. And second question is about Nadi Siddhi Prana Yoga. For my children, was taking the medicine for thyroid. That Nadi Siddhi Pranayama will take before medicine or after medicine? Please explain me.
The first question is about is the to put it in a
silence.
Yeah, I'm silent now because of silence.
Yeah.
Oh, the silence is, walking. Where we walk, and that is important. That have to also be very conscious, taking care of yourself. Otherwise, definitely you can do during walking. Because there is no restriction that the silence means you have to sit idle in one place. You can have nice food only if you are hungry and have a very good sleep. As recently I heard through one of the eminent psychologists who is in our system, through him I came to know. So I'm just quoting that. So you can have nice food when you are hungry and have nice sleep. And this food, having food with the hunger feel and nice sleep gives you so much of clean energy to be in silence. And what is silence? Is you are keeping quiet, listening to the Almighty talking to you. So do not allow any other activity to hamper that the wonderful moment you are going to connect with the Almighty, which always exists in us. Okay, coming to the second question. Basically, I'm only practicing Vedatriyam. As far as medicine is concerned, I'm not I can see the right person to say, but just follow your doctor. But thyroid, I feel when the child is adolescent, the endocrine glands, they are coming into action completely that time. And we get initiated from Agna, Turiyam, Turiyadikam, and 9-centered meditation. That meditation in Visuddhi, which is thyroid focus, I feel that would benefit you a lot.
Thank you, sir. Muthu, sir, because no more questions.
Yeah, and then thank you so much, sir, for your excellent speech. And you started from the day-to-day activities like food to the world leaders, which is an excellent thought. And I think if everyone can apply on day-to-day activities, that itself will bring a lot of changes. So I really appreciate your today's lecture. Thank you so much for your time with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I once again thank you all putting me in front to share this knowledge.
It's our pleasure. Whenever I come to Bahrain, you give an opportunity. So nothing can be compared. So
Sure.
It's a small thing from us.
Let's journey continue ever for the Vedatriya.
Sure. I think when Thirumurugan raised his hand.
Yes, again, let me find him down again. Thirumurugan, yes. I had unmuted you. Can you unmute?
I think, unmute.
Yeah, you can speak.
Good morning, sir. Be blessed by divine energy. Thanks a lot, Professor, for the extensive speech about the work-life balancing. I have a question.
Yes.
It's about when we are at work, so when we are doing extensively the task, when you get tired, are there any tonic where you take instant energy like Kayakalpa, or is there any other way, whether they...
If you are already a practitioner of Vedatriyam, you have been initiated to meditation of Agna, Shanti, Turiyam and all, you may quickly be focused on Shanti for some time. And before going to Shanti, as you put it, Kayakalpa, perform Ashwini Mudra a few times. That does gives you two important benefits. That one, you are getting energized, And number two, it also gives a better focus on your Shanti, and just remain there for a few minutes enough. Because as you said, I'm also practicing it. I'm getting a good benefit out of it. So that you'll have to take few minutes only, not very long. These two sure will give you some rejuvenation at the workplace.
Yeah, let me unmute Veva Vedatri mobile. Who's this? Balchandriya or Jayanti madam? Okay, again they muted it. Okay. Okay, thanks. We will bless Swaminath Shekhar, Professor Swaminath Shekhar, while we conclude. So again, thanks again for the wonderful lecture. We will bless Swaminath Shekhar. Professor Swaminath Shekhar, be blessed by the divine. Professor Swaminath Shekhar's health, be blessed by the divine. Professor Swaminath Shekhar's family, be blessed by the divine. We will conclude today's session with the world blessing. May the world be blessed with plenty of rain. The farmers work to produce an abundance of grain. Let the practitioners of all trades flourish and grow, and culture progress through the need to share and grow. Let the rules be beyond feelings of all evils made to disappear. Illiteracy, poverty, and all evils made to disappear. Let the true lamp of knowledge burn steady and bright. Our sense of beauty guide us along paths always right. Again, for every people who are on the line, as put it in the flyer, today at 1 o'clock Qatar time, Professor Muthu speaking in NGM College of Arts and Science from Pollachi. This through its a world webinar. He is taking Become the Pathfinder of Life. That is today afternoon 1 p.m. Qatar time, which is 3:30 India time. He is going to speak on Become the Pathfinder of Life. Same ID, whatever the same ID we are using, that is the same ID for the webinar also. After that, we will meet you all next Friday, 9 a.m. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sekar sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mudaya. Thank you all.
Thank you.
All your team.